Hello, my name is Sharon Baber, and I'm doing this video to help those parents who do not understand the process of the IEP. The first step of the IEP is the pre referral, which is where the teacher actually evaluates the student, documents different challenges and difficulties that the student may have. They also document achievements that the student may have, things that the student are successful in within the classroom. And they try to figure out if it's the teaching method that they're implementing that could be the problem, or if there's some other issue that could make them have a concern about the learning abilities of the student. And once they try to adopt a different teaching uh, method, if it doesn't work, then they refer them to the special education services. Then, once they're referred to special education services, what happens is they start doing assessments. And with these assessments, they're trying to figure out if there is a disability that's hindering the student from learning. The referral could come from anyone, from parents, teachers, doctors, nurses, daycare facilities. It could even come from a social service worker. But once they're referred, then there's a team that's put together to do like an evaluation on what would be the best way to implement the different steps that they want to take towards making the student more comfortable and more successful academically. After they get the results back, they find out what category of disability that the student may fall under. So it could be whether it's autism, or it could be specific learning disability, it could be orthopedic disability. There's so many different categories, but once they determine the category, then they can start to develop a plan to make sure that the student is successful in learning. And that's when they form the team. And the team involves parents, educators, the administrators, other specialists. The parents can even bring an advocate that they want to bring, but the main goal is to make sure that you set specific goals for learning for the student pertaining to their disability. And you want to make sure that they're in a least restricted environment, so that it doesn't hinder any part of their learning. After all the goals are set, then the IEP services start, and the school sets up accommodations and modifications that are written within the IEP that needs to be followed by everyone involved with the student. And once that's done and the services are provided, there is a review that's done annually to make sure that the student is making a progress. There, even though the review is done annually, the parent can request a review at any time. And usually, within 3 years, they do a reevaluation. And the reevaluation is to make sure that the student is still eligible and still qualifies for the special education services. And basically, after that, it's just a matter of making sure that the parents stay involved and the students are being evaluated, and to make sure that they are learning to the best of their abilities, and we're providing the services that they need for them to have academic success.